So you can totally change these door hinges with the door still on the car. That's the top. And this is the bottom. I'm gonna show you what I did, what has to be done. So this is the passenger side. I haven't done yet, okay? Do yourself a favor and get yourself a multi-tool that like vibrates back and forth, left and right. And that little nut right there, that little rivet, actually, it's better to do it on the bottom. There's one down there, and there's one up top here that you can't really see. But just take that, get a carbide steel bit, and it'll zap that sucker off in no time. And here is the bottom. So what you gotta do is you do have to take the door spring out. So once you do that, you can get in there, and do this. You gotta take the door spring out because you need to relieve the pressure and open the door up all the way. But see, that thing breaks and starts wobbling. If you look up under here, there's a little, I guess you can't really see it. There's a rivet on the bottom. I mean, there's like a flare on the bottom of that pin. Just take that carbide bit and cut right through there, right through the middle, and it'll come right out. It'll fall out the bottom, and you can just pluck it right out the top. And the reverse is what I showed you before. Just, I recommend doing the top hinges first, because they're what actually holds all the weight of the door. And then do the bottom, that little pin right there. That sucker just pops right out too. You have to shove it up. I use the steel, like a heavy steel bar, and it works just fine. Just tap it from the bottom and it'll pop right out. And do the rolly pin last. And I had a royal pain in the butt, but I'll show you here how I did it. So to replace the big pin, there's the big pin. And this little pin right here with the rolly taps into the bottom, the top of this pin, the big pin. So what, I tried everything I could to get this thing in. I pounded on it. I froze this one, heated this one up, and then couldn't get it, lubricated it, did all kind of crap. So couldn't get it in. So what I ended up doing was I got a heavy rasp and just kind of ground down on these little ribs ever so slightly until I just kept grinding and grinding and grinding until it finally went in. And there was enough clearance to tap it in. And then that whole entire thing, once it's put together, it just falls right into the hole and you don't have to do anything else. Maybe tap it once or twice to get the that little swing arm thing to line up with the bushing, because it's gonna come out like right there on that bottom little ledge of the lip of it, just because there's no more room in there. But that's it. You can do 3rd gen door hinge pins without taking the door off or taking the fender off. That's how I did it. You can do it too.